This is Family TV. Welcome to today's show. Unless you've been really living under a rock or something, I'm sure you've heard of something to do with Capital Markets Authority. If you haven't, well, today is your lucky day. Today I have a guest with me. He'll probably introduce himself, but today he'll tell us about what capital markets are, how do you engage, all those things that we need to know. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Byron. I'm very happy to be here. Martin Owin is my name. I'm a resource person at Capital Markets Authority.
Powerful stuff. So I want us to really just get right into it. Capital markets. What's that?
To understand capital markets, the important thing would be to look at it in the broader framework. And first to get an appreciation of the fact that Capital Markets Authority reports to the Ministry of Finance. And there are other regulators within the financial industry that also report to the Ministry of Finance. Number one being Bank of Uganda, looking after commercial banks, valued at about 25 trillion in an economy of about 125 trillion GDP. And then you have the Insurance Regulatory Authority, just under 1 trillion Uganda shillings, also reporting to the Ministry of Finance as a government body. You also then have the Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority, looking after the NSSF, about 14 trillion there. And other retirement benefit schemes. It's quite interesting because there are about 70 other retirement benefit schemes, apart from the NSSF, that belong to different corporate and employers within the labor market. Then Capital Markets Authority looks after the buying and selling of shares to the public on the Uganda Securities Exchange. And in addition to that, it also has other products such as the collective investment scheme and bonds and bills that it actually trades. Yes.
Yeah, all right. That's very interesting. You know, most of us have this thing of Capital Markets Authority is only there for stocks or under the Uganda Securities Exchange. But you talked about collective investment schemes.
Yes.
Tell us more about that. What are those?
A collective investment scheme is actually defined by its name. A collective investment scheme into a pool. So what happens here is, what are you collecting to invest in a pool? And the best example I can give you is a government security. Government securities are two. There's the treasury bill, where you lend to government for 1 month, for 12 months and below. And then there's the treasury bond, where you lend to government for 12 months and above, 24 months, 36 months, 60 months, and so on. So when you call it a treasury bill, you're lending for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And you don't do that for free. You do that to get an interest. You get the idea. So interestingly, many people don't know, but with as little as 100,000, you can lend to government. So it's not just for the rich.
Who knew?
Yes. So when you're talking of a collective investment scheme, you are saying that you have a treasury bill, for example, and a treasury bill comes to the market. There's an auction every 2 weeks. Most Ugandans don't know that. You get the idea. What are the trends of this treasury bill? Most Ugandans also don't know that. But Capital Markets Authority licenses a collective investment scheme manager, fund manager or unit trust manager, and says monitor those and give the public the best rates out of these treasury bills and bonds. So in this collective investment scheme, for example, they would collect the best treasury bills, put them into a pool, that's the investment scheme, break them into units, and say anybody who wants to buy from this pool, units valued at 100,000, come and buy a unit. And what will you do when you buy the unit? You'll get an interest. If you trust us, buy the unit, hence the name unit trust. So a collective investment scheme is a unit trust. And the underlying product can be a treasury bill, it can be a treasury bond, it can even be a share.
Depending on
what your preference is.
Do you advise, as I come to invest, do you advise and say maybe do bills or bonds or shares?
Yes, the right thing for any investment manager is to first understand, what do you want? What are you looking for? And a well-trained investment manager will be able to interrogate that out from you. So let's take an example. There are three major types of unit trusts.
Okay.
Number one, the one that concentrates on the treasury bills. So what's a treasury bill? It's a loan to government, for 12 months and below. I can lend for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months.
Okay.
I'm not doing that for free. I'm doing that to get an interest. So I have 100,000. I can walk to my commercial bank and say, give me a treasury bill. And I want to earn an interest on my 100,000 over the next 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months.
12 months. Okay.
Now, those kind of unit trusts that say, don't worry about what the trends are. Don't worry about when the auctions are. Just come to us as unit trust managers.
Okay.
We will be able to give you the interest you're looking for. That is tracking the treasury bill. And it's a 12 months and below kind of treasury bill. So those are called money markets.
Money markets.
Yeah, and they're called money markets because when in the financial world, anything 12 months and below is easy money. You'll get it quickly.
Yeah.
You get the idea. Then there's the other unit trust that says, look, we're going to mix the money market with a bit of treasury bonds.
Yes.
Now remember, the treasury bond is 12 months and above. And now why are they mixing? Why do you want to mix a treasury bill with a treasury bond? You're mixing because you are saying that the trends on the treasury bond might be better than they are on the treasury bill.
Bills,
The interest rate may be higher
on the bond than the bill.
Exactly.
Okay.
And those are called umbrella fund unit trusts.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, in the pool, break it into units and sell the units
Sell
to
the
you.
units.
So if you have anything like 100,000, you'll be able to get the unit. Then the third one now mixes, and it says, look, some of you may be looking not just short term. You may want to put money away for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. And most people ask, what kind of person is that puts money away for that long?
Right.
Those are usually retirement benefit schemes. You're saying that I'll be retiring in X number of years. I want to start saving when I'm young, and I am maybe 25, 20. I want to start putting money away. And now what will they say? Yes, buy a share. And why are you buying a share? You're buying a share because share prices are not constant. They go up and they go down. So you're saying, I want a unit of ownership in Stanbic Bank. I want a unit of ownership in DFC Bank, Bank of Baroda, Cipla. And why are you saying that? You're saying, I want this unit of ownership so that when those companies are dividing their profit, I get some of that profit.
Part of it.
Number two, when I want to sell that share, I would have bought it at a lower price in order to sell it at a higher price. Now that higher price, what they say is that when you look at shares over a long period of time, they outperform the treasury bill and the treasury bond. They give you a higher return over a longer period of time.
Okay.
So those people with retirement schemes or planning for their retirement would then say, give me a mix. Get a bit of treasury bonds, get a bit of treasury bills, and bring in some shares.
Okay.
Now, the average Ugandan will say, I don't want that. Because the share price goes up and it goes down. Meaning that if I give you 100,000, when the share price goes down, that 100,000 may be 90, not 100,000.
And Ugandans, we don't love risk.
Yes, they don't like risk. So what do they say? Give me one that gives me 100 plus. Go for the money market, umbrella trust, unit trust. Then those who are saying for retirement, they go for the balanced.
For the balance.
Which can go up and down. But I'll need the money a lot later, so I'm happy with the up and downs. Give me my money when I'm ready. Yes.
Interesting. I'm sure someone watching us or listening in is thinking, I want to, but why? Why should I invest in this? Why should they invest?
Why should they invest? You see, as Ugandans, we'll have to admit, we are being led into a consumer culture. In other words, all the adverts are telling us, spend. And most of us are saying, okay, I'm spending, but we hardly have time to think, when am I saving?
Yes.
what are my savings? And that's why the unit trust becomes something to consider.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we've all got to ask ourselves, out of the 1 million we get every month, how much have I saved? Have I spent it all? What's going to happen to me in the future? What's going to happen?
Spend it all.
Yes. What's going to happen if I get an emergency? Most of us are not thinking in that direction.
Yeah.
And hence this whole aspect of save. And the earlier you start, the easier it will be as you get older. Yeah. So those who are young and they're just starting out, this is the right time. Those who are older are mostly thinking, now I'm realizing I'm not as strong as I was before. How do I ensure that I have a constant source of income? Yeah. And both need to save.
And the trusts can give both of those people, both the young 25-year-old and the 45-year-old, let's say.
Yes.
They can give both of those people that
option.
That option.
Exactly.
Saying I can save for the future or I can save for constantly.
Exactly.
I'm sure there are some risks involved in this, right?
Yes.
What are some of those risks of investing?
Number one, I always encourage people, if you don't understand, don't invest. If you don't understand, don't invest.
Okay.
Only invest when you understand. So even invest, because why? Investing is a risk. You may, as I said, when you're looking for a unit trust, you must first understand, what am I looking for? As Byron, what do I want? One will say, I want retirement. That one goes into the balanced unit trust. Another one will say, I want a high return. Most of the high returns are the ones that blend the treasury bill with the treasury bond. That's the umbrella unit trust. And then you'll be saying that I'm looking for a high interest rate, but protect my the money I give you. If I give you 100K, don't tell me about the 90, because I want 100K plus.
Plus
you see what I mean? Exactly. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what you've got to understand is, which one do I want? Do I want the high interest? Do I want the retirement? You get the idea. You take your pick. Then the other important thing to realize is that it's not for free. There's a charge. And you want the charge to be coming off your interest. You get the idea. So the unit trust manager is going to charge 1 to 2%. But if he's giving you a high interest, then it's okay. Take the 1 to 2% because you're not taking it off my 100, you're taking it off my interest.
Off my interest.
Yes. Yeah. Then the next thing is, the reality is, you'll not be seeing the money every day. You'll only be able to watch your interest every day.
Okay.
Yeah, your statement, your unit trust statement. Yeah.
The other day, a few years ago, I heard the president talk about how, as Ugandans, they have increased in their investment clubs and SACCOs and whatnot.
Yes.
And he was praising them and, in fact, giving them more money. Allow me ask, can these invest also in
the
capital
trust.
in the unit trust, or it's only for individuals?
Excellent. That's a very good one. The good news is, what you need in order to invest in a unit trust is a bank account, a commercial bank account.
Only. So whether it's individual or
whether you're a church, whether you're a SACCO, whether you're a business, whether you're an individual, or if you're an individual, you have to be 18 and above. Okay. If you're 18 and below, then you have to come in with a senior, either your brother, your guardian, your parent.
Sure.
Now, what happens here is, at the end of the day, once you have that commercial bank account, you need a few passport photos, even if you're a SACCO or a investment club. And in addition to that, you need some identity cards.
Okay.
Yeah, so who are you, and who are the people who are standing in for this SACCO, standing in for this investment club? Here we are, and we're ready to stake our identities going forward. Now, then what would happen is that the transfer will take place from your commercial bank account to your unit trust account, which you have opened.
Okay.
And that account incidentally pays interest on a daily. So you don't have to be waiting 3 months, 6 months,
you can
12
see
months.
your interest.
You see your interest, and when you're ready, you take it out, either in whole or in part.
Okay.
Yes, you can take it out in whole or in part. You don't have to wait.
Within
48 hours, it will move from your unit trust account back to your commercial.
So you can
account.
say I've made 100K.
Yes.
I can remove 50K.
Exactly.
And use it.
Yes.
And the other one will continue.
Will continue making money. Exactly. That's a principle of the unit trust account. Yes.
How can one invest in the collective investment schemes that you're talking about?
How you can invest is, number one, understand that there are 5 managers licensed by Capital Markets Authority. Britam Asset Managers, located at Nakasero, opposite Emin Pacha on Akibwa Road. UAP All Mutual, located at the Business Park of Nakawa. Then you have ICA at Renzori House and in a number of offices around Kampala. Sanlam in Bugolobi. And Zeno, that is based at Workers' House. Now, should you wish to opt to say, yes, we have our commercial bank account now, and we want to shift to our unit trust account, you're able to contact any of these people. Or alternatively, you can give me a call. I can give you my WhatsApp number, and I can also give you my MTN line. So my WhatsApp number is 0757 216 290. That's 0757 216 290. 0757 216 290.
That's the WhatsApp number.
That's the WhatsApp number. The MTN number is 077 22 16 290. You can contact me on any of the two.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A little bit more on the managers that you can approach.
Yes.
Can you repeat them again? That's
UAP All Mutual at Nakawa Business Park. Britam Asset Managers at Nakasero, opposite Emin Pasha on Akibwa Road. Zeno at Workers' House. ICA at Renzori House. They also have an office at Crescent Towers. And Sanlam, that's in Bugolobi.
So I can just walk into any one of those
and tell them I want a unit trust. And they'll be able to help you. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do not now claim ignorance. Now you know. Save for your future, save for your immediate future or your retirement. Please, please, please save. This has been nice, Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Byron.
We should do this again.
We should.
All right. Thank you so much for listening in. If you have any questions, kindly WhatsApp him. He has shared his number. We'll probably also share it on the screen. But also give him a call if you need to invest or want to learn more about Capital Markets Authority. This is Family TV. We enrich lives.